What's up, everybody? Today we're back. We're gonna be reading more scary stories on Reddit. Yesterday's weren't too bad. Today's hopefully is a little better. Let's just let's just scroll. Mm, I don't know. We'll read this one. All right. Let's see. And plus, we're now what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to rate them and determine if they're real or not. I'll probably forget though. We'll see. Electronic Waltz 5763. Woken up by a ringing doorbell sound that isn't real. Okay, let's get to it. Okay. For the last couple of weeks, I've been woken up early every morning by the sound of my doorbell ringing. It always happens when I'm in a blurred eyes, half asleep state. I wake up in a panic and jump out of my bed and open the door, but no one is there. My husband also doesn't hear the bell, just me. After checking the cameras on my phone, it confirms that no one is ever there. I feel like I'm going crazy. Has anyone experienced this, and is this a sign of something? Side note. Also, one time when my husband was away for business, I woke up early one morning to the sound of him in the kitchen. Footsteps shuffling around, a spoon stirring a cup, cupboard doors opening and closing, normal sounds. So I lay there relaxed, eyes closed, in that half asleep state. I still remembered that I was alone, and no one was supposed to be there. My heart dropped. I leapt out of bed and ran to the kitchen, expecting to see an intruder. No one was there. I mean, I kind of believe them. Her, you know, half asleep state. Your mind isn't fully awake. Maybe it's just normal. I doubt it's like any paranormal activity though. Uh, yeah, we're gonna keep playing another one. That wasn't bad at all. Um, I want to read this one, but I think I'm gonna have to not say some things. The disappearing Victorian house, North Coast, Suffolk, in 1974. All right. I posted in 2025 about a paranormal house sighting of a Victorian woodchopper's house and his family near a railway line and brittle path in a clearing near Woodland and North Cove, Suffolk, in 1974. I was 11 years old. Myself and friends saw the house, and the family saw us. We ran as we were scared. The house disappeared, and I cannot answer questions now on Reddit. I would like to report the GPS location as close as possible. Oh, gives coordinates. So no house exists in the Marshland area, North Cove. Um, I am not gonna go there. Someone else wants to do it. Go ahead. That one's nothing. Cursed. Oh, this one looks pretty bad. All right, let's read it. My cursed or what? PG12345. All right, this one has some upvotes, but we're gonna see. After five about 5 years ago during COVID, I was a host of a call of a psychic show. I worked with the psychic and the sponsor of the show. The show was usually around 2 hours long, and we had many callers and guests on the show. However, this isn't about the show itself. The story is about a location, Combi Abidi. I'm not saying that. In the UK. The sponsor of the show arranged the location. We couldn't go inside, but we were allowed to film outside due to COVID. Anyway, we get to the location and set up the camera ready to film. It was a sunny May day, about 2 p.m. in the afternoon. We had only been on location for around 10 minutes, and the sponsor of the show shouts to me and says, "Look up to the window." In the window was a figure of a Victorian woman. She was moving back and forward, making it seem like she was opening a pair of curtains. The weirdest thing is she was see-through, just like you see in the movies. It was a ghost. I've never seen one before, and strangely enough, I was scared by it. I wasn't scared by it. Okay, wasn't scared by it. The rest of the shot was interesting, but we managed to get it finished. On the way back, we talked about everything that happened, and of course, the ghost of the woman. I get dropped off at my house, and I walked to my front door. My security light came on, and there it was a shadow figure, which started to walk away from me around the corner. was pretty certain an attachment had followed me home. I didn't know what it meant, but knew it wasn't good. Slowly, bit at a time, I started to realize things were going wrong. Spoke to a psychic who came with us about what I saw, but he didn't think it was a problem. I knew problems happen in life, but it just seems that since this accident, everything has gone wrong. The next part has happened over a few years. First off, I was buried from the pub I had been going since I was 21 over a petty squabble. Okay. And then I had a stupid argument with a good friend and lost his trust. That was just the start. So many things happened and still hoping every day, which make me think I am cursed. In the past year, everything has been so traumatic. I have lost everything. Relationships, money, my house. I've been scammed by just about everyone. I just had about enough. What are your thoughts? I low key think it's not even like the curse. Like maybe they did see a Victorian women, but like I think a lot of this stuff is just on him. Like get into a bar fight, like bro, like that has to be on you. And then an argument which you lose, your friend's trust. It kind of seems like also your problem, and not. I'm not saying it can't happen. Like it's not happening, but like when he loses money in his house, I I don't know. Like I just feel like he's just trying to blame something that's not him. I mean, I don't know if I was put a curse on me, but what I can say, I'm not gonna say what happened before that, but someone didn't like me anymore, and after that, I just kept losing a whole bunch of my stuff that I really liked and care about, and then like I wasn't liked for like a bit. All I'm gonna say, but I wasn't scary. Yesterday I was going through it, and there were some pretty scary ones. Like I think I saw this one, and yeah, this is just looks like some dude is walking by. Anyway, let's keep looking. This one was weird. Like as you can see, that's weird. Hold on, hold on. Like that. That's weird. Looks like a goat. Anyway, let's read. That one's funny. Um. Oh, show that. Anyway. Oh my gosh, I'm not. That one's wicked. Okay. Okay, that one looks weird. Let's read it. Elvis Guy 1977. Let's read it. So it was at night. I was just sitting in the living room looking around, and suddenly something went past in the hallway. What I saw looked like a tall shadow. The figure was completely black, had no legs, and it was floating. The figure had a ripped up long cloak, and it only appeared for a short moment. Every time I look at it or go near the dark hallway, I get a strange feeling like something is in there, watching or staying there. Dang it, yeah. And sometimes I still think about it and wonder what I actually saw. First paranormal experience. Fallen angel, this guy's a goofball. Probably just his imagination and him getting scared. Alright, let's just keep scrolling. Oh, this one looks a little weird. Let's read it. I'm not even gonna read her name. Every antique store should be haunted. Okay. I feel like over the last 15 or 20 years, there's been a rise in the idea of an object being haunted. There are so many stories about dolls, of course, but other things like chairs and paintings pop up from time to time. My suggestion is that due to this, every antique store and thrift store should be haunted. Not because every old object has to be haunted, but with the sheer amount of stuff in these stores, at least something should be. Has anyone ever heard of a haunted antique store? No, but I know someone who loves antique stores. Not gonna say who though, which is not a bad thing. finds grails. Alright. Ruth42597. Top 1 commenter. Oh, wow. 4-year-old tells she talks to people in her room at night. That's not good. Not good. Okay, if I ever have, when I get my kids, right? And they're like, Dad, look, and it's like a drawing of like, it's me, you, mom, and my friend, like, Evil Dead, that killer. And it's like some, right? It's like, he told me he doesn't like you. For getting out of there. Like, I am not gonna have that kid be like, Evil Dead killer monster said he doesn't like you. He said he's gonna torture you. And I'm like, no, he's my dad. He told me he wants me to hurt you. If that ever happens, we're out. We're out of the house. I have kids going to like church. But yeah. Alright, let's read it. Let's read it. My 4-year-old toddler is always talking to herself at night. After we go put her in bed, I can't make out what she says, but she lays in bed chatting and eventually goes to sleep. Last night she told her dad that she talks to people at night. We asked if she talks to them in her dreams or maybe she's pretending to talk to her stuffed animals. She looked annoyed and said, "No, I don't talk to the people that come through their walls." What? She looked annoyed and said, "No, I talk to the people that come through their walls." Okay. I asked her what they talk about and if she feels scared, and she said, "No, they are nice and they have mommies and daddies too." I should tell them to go back to bed, but they don't listen. That's a bad sign. Not good. Should I be concerned? I've had my own personal paranormal experience as a child. One time and never again. We just moved into a 103-year-old house 3 years ago. Should I let it be? Should I put a recording device in her room? Bro, what you gotta do is move out of that house. Like, even though you just got it, it's not good. Ugh. Oh, dang him. It's yawning a lot. Okay, I think my house is haunted. Alright, this video isn't gonna be too long. I think it's gonna be the last one before I upload. A Fox 1545 says, I think my house is haunted. I'm sure everyone is going to try to explain it, but I am certain my house is haunted. I would also like to add I have a roommate that does not believe in ghosts. That is telling me they think I have a ghost. Wait, what? You're telling me they think I have a ghost and they don't want to live here anymore. I've owned my house for 3 years and I've had an uneasy feeling about the basement so much so that I refuse to go down there without someone coming with me. It started with just random things going missing, but yesterday I had to work on the pipes under the stairs, which is the entrance to the basement. And I think whatever was down there is now in the house itself. My ceiling is in the living room randomly started spinning recently. It's 4 a.m. It has never done that before. Things are being thrown to the ground, as well as I keep hearing banging coming from my level floor. There is definitely tripping me out, y'all, so did not have it to be at 4 a.m. I would add a video, but it won't let me. After stopping the ceiling fan, it started spinning again a few minutes later. I don't know. Lol. I don't think that's good at all. Like I said for the other guy, you should get out of there. Wait, I was gonna find the last one I read. I forgot it said it included a picture. Oh, whoops. But I can't find it. You guys find it. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. We'll do some later. I'll probably upload something else, not just these things. But see you later, alligator.